Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You like be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yeah. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
Hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I laugh. I care about one thing.
Anything.
Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jack, gotta jet cause the boss need to 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's in coming at your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time.
Hold on, get up for a minute.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, why bother? And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold veins. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane.
You watching, Roy?
In this dope game, I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread hate.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches.
Amen.
I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, we make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbing. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-away girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. You ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Very pleased to be with you for another season of NFL football. And, Charles, we are no stranger to rivalry games between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. What is different is that the roles have kind of been reversed. Cincinnati comes in as the division favorites following last year's Super Bowl appearance. The Steelers no more Big Ben, and they're now viewed as likely underdogs.
And we've known that the roles have been reversed since...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Now a first down carry for Harris to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense. For stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 27, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. 27 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We got to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. 1st down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
And Burrow going to throw again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kevin Pierre-Louis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take it.
So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides, you can't encroach, you got to be careful.
A draw play. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. They'll start on the ground with Harris. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 28 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
17's Mike 17. Check. Mike 17.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him. And then
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Fighting to stay upright. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. At about the 32. Harris will start the drive out to about the 35, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And quickly, they get to the line. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now it's Trubisky. He finds his man Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin 2022 up in the Tar Heel State. Cleveland paying the opening day visit to Carolina. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And they work this out past the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the give, this is Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
I'm trying to goddamn focus on this damn game.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Jackson, 46 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 17.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Man, that's trash.
Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Miles Jack. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Ndamukong Suh forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And they'll accept that penalty. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And that flag accepted. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he balls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
A big pickup of 38, so that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They go play action. Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Big boy, wow. You write a book by all the niggas you got.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35. So pretty good starting field position.
Hey, that nigga, ain't that what BJ said? Stoke yard.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I'm telling you, bro, using skills.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I know, bro. Snatch one up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. And we've got a timeout.
They said that
9 seconds remaining.
Not going to be getting held up.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we
You
just
know that
saw.
ain't to the mob type shit.
Back to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Hell no. Especially you can't.
File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you
Or
can't
least,
hold your water.
If they
End
do
up jumping,
let us
and now you give them a first down.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Pittsburgh,
Get the third one.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the place, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause, and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist.
I'm serious. I know that probably do ass saying something.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gave the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into $1 million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me.
Boy, be locked in this early. Okay, man.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games, games, games.
Caleb Jordan got a fro now?
Damn, it really must be so intimidating.
Hell no, boy, what you doing?
That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah.
Why, crazy?
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spinning flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong.
That phone
Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
That boy got weird. Lord, I'm sorry.
All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the breaking
Serve
bad.
your ass.
Take all
Hemp,
that
boy.
off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles, I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
What half you on? First or second? Oh shit, you done?
Murder is stacking the president, acting the government, taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction, my pupils on skates. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant. You out of pocket, kid, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining.
And then we're gonna get back to our regular shit though. On the Madden, oh, you ain't got it yet? Oh. Oh, I'm about to say, you know you can download this motherfucker when I get off. Yeah, alright. But we'll go back to the abilities, S factors, and we can either do a motherfucker back in the day that's still playing on the team, one on offense, one on defense, or we can just do the creative. Get back. Alright, I'm back. Then I'm